my name is Lauryn Bairos, and tonight I'd like to inform you of what ag education is. I am credible enough to speak on this because I'm currently majoring in ag ed. I took ag classes all throughout middle school and high school, and I did an abundant amount of research on this. So what exactly is ag ed? Agricultural is everything around us, the food we eat, the milk we drink, the plants we grow in our gardens. And it's really important to our everyday life. So ag was first introduced into a classroom in 1917. This is when funding was first available. And it was only farm boys were allowed in it, so it's kind of a secluded topic. Around this time, it was also only available for those who were pursuing a career in agriculture, not really for just anyone to be in it. So a couple of the classes were in the ag classes were crop production, water supply, and horticulture. Those were the main important ones back then. And their main thing was to keep the environment thriving. Around the 1970s, it was brought to larger cities and towns, and it wasn't just farm boys anymore. In an article from Agricultural Education in Middle School by Hope Gibbs, she says, even if students don't pursue careers in ag, they should have a working knowledge of the important role of ag in society as the future policy and decision makers of the nation. So at this point, all students of all genders, all races, everyone was allowed to be in ag classes. This was really important because the curriculum also changed. They added fish production, lawn care, mechanics, and horticulture. They also renamed it to be the National FFA organization. A couple of the main classes in ag is animal science and AFNR, also known as ag food and natural resources. In animal science class, they teach you all the different kinds of animals and all the breeds and uses of them. In AFNR, it's an integrated class of almost everything. It teaches you food, crops, animals, just a little bit of everything. They also had ag mechanics and floral. Ag mechanics was a very unique class to take because it taught students how to maintain, repair, and operate farm equipment, and it also taught intricate welding. The community has also really been involved in ag. I know when I was in high school, my dad funded our ag program he donated a bunch of supplies to the ag so that they could build him a trailer because he does construction. So it's just really nice that the community is super involved and helps the students out. In floral design, it's where they learn all about different flowers, plants, what's poisonous, what's not, like the kind that you can eat. Almost everything you need to know about plants and flowers you can learn in there. And they also teach you how to make floral arrangements, which is really useful because if you need a job or something that doesn't require much education, you could always work at a floral shop because you took floral in high school. So that's really important. A professor at the University of Minnesota says, I cannot think of a better way to create interest in schools for many students who are starting to be turned off by a school experience that is not connected to real things. I think that's very important because a lot of students do turn off in other classes such as English or math and any subject that isn't really a hands-on and real life experience. Another thing in the ag world is SAE. This is where students are able to raise animals and grow crops. They report their expenses, their profits, their estimated time, and they put it in record books. The teachers then take the record books to the higher ups and turn that in. That's how the FFA, each student FFA gets funded, is by these record books. It really benefits students in many ways. In another article called Ag Ed Desperately Needed in Schools by Amanda Radke, she says that the ag industry offers many lessons that such as keeping accurate records of all transactions that occur each year. This teaches students how to balance a checkbook, budget accordingly, and plan for the future, which are all real-world skills. And that's really important because kids check out if they don't have real-world skills. SAE projects also provide extra responsibilities for students, which is kind of like homework, but it's a homework that they actually want to do because it involves like things that they're actually going to use in real life, unlike math. So Ag Ed originated over 100 years ago. They offer a variety of classes and you have useful skills in and out of the classroom, and it keeps students voluntarily engaged in those classes. Thank you. Are there any questions?